Hey, what's up everybody? This is Matt from Rocky's War Room, and I have another Let's Build video for you today. This time it's the Isorian X-howitzer. This is an awesome looking piece of machinery here. Can't wait to put this together, get it on the table and try it out. It's a heavy gun. But this is a 28mm miniature for Beyond the Gates of Antares. As you can see, the Isorian faction. Look at the back of the box. Kind of gives you an idea of what it's going to look like when it's built. And there's a description here. Also, it contains one Isorian support team with X-howitzer, including 3 crew and ammunition rack, which is awesome. I like that. And a spotter drone. So looks like we got 1, 2, 3 guys, a spotter drone, an ammunition rack, and the actual howitzer itself. So let's open it up, take a look at what we got. Give you some bases. Warlord pamphlet telling you how to clean resin kits. If you guys haven't seen this before, I did a video on how to clean Warlord Games resin kits. You can go find it in my playlist under tips and tricks. So, get the trash, and here we are. We have 5 regular plastic bases, and we have the metal and resin sitting here in one container. So let's open this up and check this out. We got a big 50mm base. I believe that's what that is for the howitzer. Foam, get rid of that. We'll just grab these pieces out and dump the metal. There we go. So obviously we have a flight stand for the spotter drone. Here's the ammunition rack. And looks like some legs. Here's the other one. Here's one of the Isorians, just the body. We have the spotter drone here. There we go. Put that over there. And we have the 2 Isorians bodies. One hand on this one. Obviously we have some hands to assemble. We got one hand here, which is pretty cool. It's got a sensor on it. We got the 3 heads here. And let's see, we got another hand here. And looks like some sort of sensor here. Looking at the box, looks like that's what he's holding. One of the guys is holding this in his hand. Looks like some sort of sensor or guidance system. We got one guy pulling the ammunition out of the ammunition barrel, or the ammunition stock there, and obviously those are the legs. Now let's take a look at the resin. Wow. Gosh, the Isorians have a very unique look. Almost, how would you describe that? Like plant-like, but at the same time, machine. Very sinister, very chaos looking. I'm painting my Isorians a dark red, or like a real rose red, and I think it'll look cool rather than doing some dark brown or black. I think the red would look good with these. Got 2 separate pieces here. This is the base, and looks like there's spots where the legs fit on there. So there you have it. This would be the X-howitzer. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go clean this resin up. Like I said, if you haven't seen that video, it's in one of my playlists on how to clean the resin. And then I'm going to put this whole entire thing together in front of you. And here's the tools you're going to need, and I'll be right back with the finished product. All right, there you have it. There's the Isorian X-howitzer. Really awesome looking kit. Man, I'm lost for words at how cool this thing looks. It's got a good mixture of like human and plant life, and it's just awesome. Who wouldn't love a huge cannon? That looks cool. We got this fella here, kind of getting the direction of where things are going. This guy's taking some sort of readings. This guy's got the next load to put in there. And we got the ammunition rack, which is just gluing to the base. And of course, the cool Isorian spotter drone. Now there were some pitfalls and things that I had to work through with this kit. The first thing I noticed after taking the injection parts off of these two pieces that put together and scraping it off, that there was a gap here. And this side over here wasn't curved like this side over here. If you can see that, let me get a close-up of it. As you can see right here, I shaved this down to make it curved to kind of match. And then what I did is I used my CA glue rather than going in there with some sort of milliput or something like that to fill the gap. I used this gap filling medium CA glue to fill the gap down there. So now when you put paint on it, it's going to flow and it's going to look like it belongs together and meets together. Also in the back, I had the same problem. It wasn't nearly as bad, and I kind of shaved it and curved it down a little bit, put some gap filling glue in there. Once you put some paint over that, you're not even going to notice it's there, and it's smoothed over. And there was a crack down the center underneath this, but you didn't really have to worry about that one because it's getting covered up by the cannon part. So that's the first thing. The second thing is when it did line up, when I lined the two sides up, on the bottom, when you try to glue it to the base, it's a little lopsided, as you can see here, right? So what I did was I originally glued it down to the base, and I noticed there was a bow in the base itself, so it wouldn't sit completely flat. So what I did is I took off the glue. As you can see there, that'll be covered up with paint and gravel and stuff. I took off the glue and I just evened it out before, put some more glue on it and kind of evened it out on the base. Now what we do to fix this problem is we're going to put some grit probably down right underneath those legs, and you won't even notice it. It'll look like it's hitting the ground. It's no problem. What you could do is you could put a little piece of milliput around the whole thing there, make it look like it's part of it. You can even put some gap filling medium glue, gap filling glue here all around the sides, just attached to the base. I'm going to let this completely dry, and I'm going to put some grit, a little bit of grit down to kind of hold it there in place so it's still sturdy and it has a whole bunch of contact points. And I'm going to put some CA glue inside of it. That way it fills the gap, makes it look like it's still touching the ground, and it will sit nice and even on the table itself. Let me zoom back out here. On the table itself without wobbling. So, and even wobbling on your base. So that's what I did there. That's the pitfalls. Just watch out for that. Make sure it's even on the base, because if not and you're trying to press it down, it'll have a bow and it'll wobble as it's on the table. These fellas here, once again, I would glue the heads on the very last. I didn't do that here. I'm kind of used to it. If you're like me, you can do it however you want, but if you've never built this kit before, it's a good idea to glue all the arms on first and do the heads last, so because you can leave them on the table and you don't have to lift them up or whatever, and you can just glue and then put them on there. This one was really easy. Probably the easiest piece on this whole entire thing, just gluing it to the base. And of course your spotter drone, it wraps around that deal. It's got a little hole in this one. But other than that, it's a great kit. It's a great looking kit. I mean, it's pretty awesome looking. I mean, just everything they've done for Beyond the Gates of Antares has been pretty amazing. I've been pretty impressed with. And now I've seen these Isorians, and I think they're just darn right cool looking. Just a great addition, especially if you collect Antares or play Antares, to the Antares community. And list of models. It's pretty awesome. But thanks for sticking with me. I really appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Please tell a friend. Please spread the word for me. I'd really appreciate that. Leave me some comments down below. Like this video. And last but not least, as always, from me to you, ta-ta, and we'll catch you in the next video.